Good morning. You know, I have posted thousands of years on social media and sermon audio and Facebook and YouTube and Truth Social and LinkedIn and a lot of other social media platforms. But, after having gone through a Christian, so-called Christian school from grade school through high school, and then going on to secular university, University of Kansas, getting a degree in psychology, and then learning that 99% of everything that I was taught was a big lie. It was not biblical. And starting with the aspect of the presupposition that all man has a free will. That's the biggest lie concocted by Satan himself. And I would like to encourage everyone to order a copy of this book. It'll cost you a whole $8. The Lies of Free Will, Do You Control Your Own Destiny? And actually, I push back against a lot of people that are put high on a pedestal and exalted as, very holy men, including Billy Graham, for an example, Dr. James Dobson, Don Wilde, American Family Radio, Rick Warren of The Purpose-Driven Life, Charles Finney, Moody, John Wesley, James Jacob Arminius, Adrian Rogers, just to name a few. All of those people that I just mentioned promoted that man had a free will. Now, I'm not going to make this a long video. I just want to tell you that this book will open, with God being in the matter. I want to preface it by that, God being in the matter. This book will open your eyes, because it gets into the origin of the lies of free will. It gets into Pelagius and his teachings. It talks about the depravity of man, particular redemption, unfailing grace, final perseverance of the saints, and also it talks about all these people I've just mentioned, well, most of them anyway. This is a quick read. It'll take you about 2 hours to go through the book. It's a total of 43 pages, and I would highly recommend that you get this book for your library. And after you get the book and read it, if you find that I'm in error on anything, then I want you to write me and tell me when I'm in error. The Bible is very clear. It is not him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but God that showeth mercy. People make choosing Christ a work. Jesus is the one that paid the price on the cruel and rugged cross of Calvary. Jesus is the one who called us out of the depths of sin and translated us in the kingdom of his God's dear Son. For by grace we are saved through faith. That's the faith of Christ, not of works, not of free will, not of works, lest any man should boast. There's a lot of boasting going on as to when people accepted Jesus. Christ said, "You have not chosen me, I have chosen you." And a good example of that is the Apostle Paul. On the road to Damascus, he was persecuting Christians. He did not execute his free will. He was actually coming against Christ and his followers until he was knocked off his horse and knocked on down to the ground and told, "Get up and it will be told you what thou must do." That's called irresistible grace. So anyway, I just wanted to encourage all of our listeners and viewers to get a copy of this Lies of Free Will. I think it'll be the best, one of the best investments you've ever made. You say, oh, you're selling books. Yes, I am. I am promoting this book because I think it has a lot to say. Now, the foreword is written, the foreword in the book is done by my dear brother Michael Smith of Sovereign Grace Baptist Church. He's the one that wrote the foreword to the book. And I've written 4 other books as well. If you read through the one book, you might decide to get some of my other books and read them. I look at all of these ministries out here begging for money all the time, getting millions of dollars in matching gifts and millions of dollars for their ministry, and the most I'm going to do is encourage you to buy this book. Spend a whole lousy $10 and get the book. And put it in, and don't just put it in your library, read it, okay? May the good Lord be with you today is my prayer. God bless.